April is month of the military child. And today, on this Sammy on the Street, we're going to tell you many military children's stories. We've traveled from Courtney to Kinzer, and today we're at the Foster Youth Center. Keep it right here. This is Sammy on the Street, brought to you by MCCS TV.
I'm Gary Sinise, CSI New York, Lieutenant Dan. Some of you might know me from some of the movie roles and television roles that I've played, and I just want you to know, everybody here on Okinawa and around the world, that you're supported, that we care about you, that we appreciate your sacrifice and your service to our country, and we don't take it for granted. And we don't take the families for granted who have to endure these long deployments and the things that you all have to go through, and that the kids have to go through, the wives, the mothers and fathers that have to endure these deployments of our troops to dangerous places around the world. So if I can come out and say thank you, that's the least I can do. So thank you for all you do for our country.
Today we're talking about military children, month of the military child. Do you guys have children?
Yes, we have 2 teenagers.
Obviously, it's a lot different growing up in a military community than it is growing up, in West Virginia or Virginia or somewhere in the States.
Just being in the military, knowing that I was going to have a daughter, my first concern was being deployed away from her.
Are they heroes?
Yes, they're heroes in their own way, because they have to deal with being having the dads deploy. My son thinks he's the man of the house when dad's gone, They're just very proud of what their dad does, and they're proud of themselves for what they accomplish at home.
Our military children have to learn skills that typically stateside children don't have to learn. And that is, for example, dealing with a parent who has to deploy.
They have a hard job too, just like the parents do, the military parents. It's not easy.
Their resiliency to deal with the stressors that come from dealing with a parent that has to deploy is just amazing. Their ability to be patient and wait for mom or dad's return.
So they give up a lot. They have a lot of sacrifices. They're getting ready to leave, change schools at the drop of a hat, giving up their friends all the time. Life stuff for the military children as well.
They live up to the mission. If there's a challenge ahead of them, they conquer it. If they need to babysit a sibling, they live up to it. If they need to help mom out, with stuff at home, they do it. And they're very impressive.
There's nothing else that really compares to being away from your child or your children and then seeing them again for the first time. It's just so overwhelming sometimes. It really is.
Why are military kids so great?
Because they usually are grateful for whatever they get, no matter what. They love their parents, military. They always happy to see them come home. I know Samara's always happy when her dad comes home.
Our little heroes give hope to the moms and dads that are away, to the moms and dads that are doing what they're meant to do here. And so, they could be out in the middle of the field doing whatever it is, but it's our little heroes that keep them going. And that is a crucial role in the success of our mission here.
And now, let's talk to some of our little heroes, some of the most important members of our community here on Okinawa.
So I feel very lucky about being a military child and having a dad in the military.
When I see him come home, sometimes he's tired, and I know he has hard days at work, and I'm very proud to be his son, and I'm glad he's my dad. He works very hard for us.
He's a great father, and he's like Superman, technically. And he's like Batman to me, because he usually wears black all the time, and he saves people when they're endangered and stuff.
I think it's pretty cool how our dad's serving for our country. I think that's real cool.
They're in Afghanistan, working his butt off, and he's helping our whole country with fighting in Afghanistan.
I'm proud of my dad because he's a Marine and he has to go out there and help fight in Afghanistan, and he's out there helping children in Afghanistan have a better life.
I think of my dad as a role model for me. He's always teaching me new things.
I don't know where my family would be without him. He's like everything to me.
My dad is a hero because he always makes me feel comfortable by sitting by him, because he's
super strong. He helps anybody.
He teaches me a lot about soccer, and that he's my hero.
He protects me, sort of. And he's nice and all that stuff. So, he's my dad.
When he gets home, I always say hi, Dad, and give him a hug. I feel proud that he's my father.
It's fun. It's fun to have your dad go to work and then come home and you get to give him big hugs.
It's really just amazing that like he gets to be a Marine. Like, you know, the few, the proud of the Marines. Like, it's just amazing that my dad gets to be one.
Well, what makes me proud of my parents are, well, they kind of do things they're supposed to do.
Well, I just don't even know how to explain it because it's just cool where that he protects us no matter what.
I'm glad that he's doing what he's doing for our country.
When I was little, he was deployed and he went to Iraq, and I really missed him. And I think that's one really hard part about being a military child. And he makes me really proud.
He's my hero because he looks out for me, he cares for me, and he'll always love me.
He like gets us to new places and gets us like all the stuff that we want and like all that we need, and he makes me feel safe.
It's kind of different when you're a military child. There's sometimes it can be hard when your dad like leaves and he'll go to Iraq or somewhere, get deployed. It can be very, very hard.
And that I help my mom out, like when she cooks and she has a lot of stuff on the stove. She'll call me in there and I'll be like, what do you want me to do? She'll be like, do this, this, and this, and I'll do it for her. No matter what, I will always love my mom. I'll always do what she tells me to.
It's actually really fun being a military child because you get to do all the things, like sometimes you get to go to work with your father and all that. It just opens up so many opportunities. Like, I never ever thought I would live in Japan.
You get to go places that you don't know about, and then you get to explore them and discover new things.
You get to like go to their jobs and stuff, see what they're working on, watch them do a lot of physical training.
And you can explore all around the world, just depending where there's a military base.
At times, moving can be like really hard because you have to leave a lot of good friends, but whenever you get to a new place, you meet really good other friends. And it has its ups and downs, and it's like a roller coaster, but it's always fun in the end.
It's great just meeting new people and going new places, like even like not just where we are posted at the time, but like also like traveling. We also get to travel a lot. Like we went to France a couple times, like once, Rome. It's just great being able to go places.
It just sets me up for my future because I know what I want to do, and I know I can succeed in the future because of what I've gone through in my life.
I'm very proud. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm just very proud I have a dad like him, and I'm a military child.
In honor of Month of the Military Child, we have a special segment on this edition of Sammy on the Street. In the spirit of Kids Say the Darndest Things, we have Funny Things Military Kids Said.
Funny things military kids said! One day I want to be a Marine, because I'm already a young Marine, so I know how it is.
This is hard. I don't really know what to say here. It's like when he comes home and I see him, it's like I haven't seen him in a whole day, and once he comes home, it's like I feel like he's been gone for hours.
What's really cool is that if you go off base, you'll see that they have a lot of stuff out there, but they don't have, like here, they will have like a lot of parades, but if you go back to the States, they won't really have any of that stuff, only on like Christmas and stuff.
And then my second favorite was definitely Thailand. I met a bunch of friends there, and there was a lot of opportunities, especially with animals. I'm one of those animal lover kind of peoples.
And Illinois. I first was born on Illinois.
My favorite subject in school is science.
Oh, it is?
Uh-huh.
So you want to be a scientist?
Or a wrestler or a daredevil. Kind of like a skydiver.
I've been telling him that I'm really sad he's retiring in 2 years, 2013. I'm like, dang it, now I can't tell my friends that you're a Marine anymore.
I feel that, you can go first.
Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I really don't know.
I don't know.
Can you see me?
You say you want me to tell you about what again?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't know. Really.
You ever watch my show, Samy on the Street?
My dad is a Marine, and I am proud to be a military child.
My dad is a Marine, and I'm proud to be a military child.
My dad's in the Navy, and I'm proud to be a military child.
My mom and dad are in the military, and I'm proud to be a military child.
My dad's a Marine, and I'm proud to be a military child.
My dad's a Marine, and I'm proud to be a military child.
My dad's a Marine, and I'm proud to be a military child.
Hi, our dad is a Marine and we have to be military children.
My dad's a Marine, and I'm glad to be a military child.
Our dad's a Marine and we're proud to be military children.
Anything else you want to add?
No, just that miss my family back home and back in San Antonio, and hope to see you guys soon.
Did you want to give a message to your daughter? She can watch us online on our website, mccsokinawa.com/TV. Did you want to tell her anything?
Sure. Heaven, I'll be there in July to come get you, and we'll spend a month together. So I love you.
Dad, I love you, and you're the best dad ever. Love you.
April is Month of the Military Child, and the MCCS Youth and Teen Centers on Camps Foster, Courtney, and Kinzer support and congratulate our military youth on Okinawa.
April is the month of the military child to celebrate the foster teen.
Every MCCS Youth and Teen Center is affiliated with the Boys and Girls Club of America. This year, our Youth of the Year for Okinawa stopped by our studios to do a radio commercial. Here is Brittany Butler.
To find out more, visit MCCS Okinawa, Teen Centers on Facebook. Celebrate Month of the Military Child with the Foster, Teen, and Kashaba Youth Program.
For just $2 a month, your child can have a great experience after school every day.
We're doing a gardening club. We started it, I think, maybe in the middle of last month. And we were able to plant a lot of stuff. So I liked it.
I like how there's so many computers, and there's video games, PS3, PS2, Xbox. There's so many different choices, and there's also board games, as you can see over there if you can.
Drop by an MCCS Youth and Teen Center or give them a call to see what's going on. The Courtney Youth Center at 622-9702. The Courtney Teen Center at 622-9702. The Camp Foster Kashaba Youth Center, 645-8012. The Camp Foster Teen Club at the Spot, 645-1004. The Camp Kinzer Youth Center, 637-3760. And the Camp Kinzer Teen Center, 637-1755.